Good morning. We have arrived at the Mountbatten Centre in Portsmouth. It is 6:20 in the morning, and the reason why we're here is to join Steve Bullock's Tuesday track session, which I did last week for the first time ever, and it was an absolute cracking session. Lots of you out there in Portsmouth will know Steve posts on the Facebook group in Portsmouth about running these sessions every Tuesday. And I thought it would be a great idea to kind of come through and see what the session's all about and kind of showcase what's going on over at the Mountbatten Centre. So let's go take a look. Good morning.
Hey mate.
It's Ross. Ross is joining on Tuesdays. The Mountbatten Centre is actually quite impressive, isn't it? Morning. I've already got the camera out, Steve. So, but yeah, so this is Steve's group.
Good morning all.
Steve, we'll have a chat once we get inside, I guess. Do you know how many times I do that when I'm running? Yeah. It's really scary. It's about £3. £3.25 to go into the centre and use the track, but it's worth it. It's worth every penny.
Morning, it's Anne here. Second time coming.
Second time? Oh,
yeah.
Was it last week you were here as well?
Yeah, last week was my first time.
How did you find it?
Really good, a challenge.
It
but
is,
I
isn't
enjoyed
it?
it. Yeah.
It's like so early as well. It's just
and well and truly outside my comfort zone.
Last week we had this beautiful sunrise, which I don't think we're going to get today, unfortunately. It's quite overcast, but still it's probably quite good ideal running conditions because it's not too cold. There's a little bit of a wind, but it'll be fine. I ran a marathon yesterday, so on the South Downs Way yesterday afternoon, so it's only been about 18 hours, so I'm not too sure how many reps I'm going to get in myself today. Here we go. You can see some people warming up already. Morning. Shouldn't really be doing this, but I'm actually going to join in for a little bit of a warm-up. My legs are really sore today. Let's go. So far I haven't seen a Dave Harvey. Dave, where are you? It has been Victorious weekend, all weekend, so we'll see if he turns up or not, but that's, yeah, fingers crossed. If not, that's cool. We'll get him back another time. There's something quite nice underfoot about the track. It feels a little bit more kind of springy. It's like having a double pair of Hokers on. Right, so I'm here with Steve the man, the main man, Steve.
Not sure about that, but good morning.
I've just heard you kind of giving a little bit of a introduction to one of the newcomers today, which is fantastic. It's really great to see. So I've got a couple of questions for you actually myself. So I don't suppose you could maybe just run through and tell people like the kind of format of this morning that you've got running here, like what kind of stuff goes on and what happens?
Yeah, absolutely. And start with a simple warm-up, just really running low RPE, which is basically means that your heart rate's not going to be going that high.
Okay.
Opportunities to have a bit of a chat with somebody you might not have seen for the week.
Okay.
We do 2 or 3 laps like that, followed then by a few static stretches and exercises, dynamic exercises.
Yep.
Then we do some strides, and that's the whole purpose of that, just to warm up a little bit more, get the heart used to running at a slightly faster pace. And then we'll move into the main set. We try to encourage everybody as much as possible. The advantage of the track is, of course, that you can see people running all the time. The faster people are always catching up to those that aren't running at such a fast pace.
Yep.
And
that's good.
We all have a crack at the main set.
What would you say, like, the advantage to somebody just kind of going out on the road and running casually and stuff? What's the advantage to coming onto the track and running a few of these sessions?
Well, anybody that's running recreationally or preparing for an event ideally should have multiple sorts of sessions within their running diet, and if their running diet doesn't include any intense work or intensity, then they're just missing out on the opportunity of running fast in a really safe environment.
Yeah.
No traffic lights, no little kids on scooters to avoid on the prom.
Oh, there's so many of that, isn't there? Jumping over dog leads.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant, Steve.
So anyway, we've done the warm up and just
cool.
waiting for everybody to get together.
Fantastic. So Steve, how much is cost of entry again?
So cost of entry is £3.35.
Yep.
But I'm looking to change the process. So I want to rent the whole track, because shortly we're going to have the lights on.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
And if we came as individuals, we're not allowed to have the lights on. So I need to rent the track, and
Wow, okay.
I need to organise the crew.
Right, go for it. Yep. I won't interrupt anymore.
Okay, we've done the warm up. Just so that you're aware, Dan is doing a bit of filming. Talked about it last week.
If anybody wants to shout any obscenities towards the camera as well, that's perfectly fine.
So just a few static and then dynamic warm-ups. So usual one leg.
That's going in the video. That's going in the video, right? No niggles, anybody? None that they want to admit to. What we're going to be doing today is 20 200s. I love the reaction. Yay!
So, start here, 200 hard, 200 easy. So your float is the 200 easy. For Ross and Pietro, and if anybody else wants to add a little bit of spice to it, after the 10th one, do a 400 hard, and then another 10 200s.
I should add 4 and 4 in the middle.
Yeah. Any questions? I know I didn't have the whiteboard, so.
And what's the 200 off at? Like your sub threshold? Like?
If you can drop it around about. So if you're running your 200 hard at 4-minute pace, drop it down to 4:30.
As it's not much. It's not much of a float.
I feel very guilty not running this first rep. Okay, so I know that we're out of breath
Yep.
completely because we've just done a fast bit. But okay, would you like to introduce yourself and
Yep.
maybe tell us how many of these you've done now?
Sure. I'm Sam. I'm from Good Gym, Portsmouth.
Good gymmers!
Yeah. I'm on my 6th 200 metre sprint today.
Okay.
And this is my 5th time to track training.
Oh wow, brilliant.
I'd never done track before, but a couple of people from Good Gym had,
Okay.
and that was enough to entice me.
Fantastic. And you obviously
Try
saw
out.
all Steve's posts on
Saw
the.
Steve's post on Facebook.
That's excellent. That's brilliant. And what's your favourite session? Would you say?
I like the shorter, so like doing a 200 sprint,
Okay.
200 float.
So today's
It's good
perfect.
for me. Yes.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Sam. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
I keep interrupting runners, especially after we've done a fast lap. So apologies for that. Who are you? And I believe this is your first time at the track.
Yeah. So my name is Jodie. As you can see, I'm out of breath right now.
Yeah, I'm the same.
It's very much my first time.
First
on the
time.
track.
What do you think so far? Like, okay?
It's really good. It seems bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and it's like so well explained, isn't it, at the beginning? Like it's nice and calm and just.
Steve's great. He's been really. He's messaged me to let me know
Yep.
what I was getting myself in for.
Brilliant.
After quite a lot of questions from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's excellent. I really hope you enjoy your first session. It's quite nice and springy on the track, isn't it? It's,
Indeed.
brilliant. Well, enjoy the rest.
Yeah.
I'll let you get on. If people want to find out more about this session,
Yeah.
where's the best place to go and find out?
Okay, well at the moment I post on Facebook regarding it, Portsmouth Triathletes, Good Life Gym, Pompey
Yep.
RNLI, so the lady here from RNLI as well.
Okay.
Or
Just, I guess, just come along on a Tuesday. You're here every week?
Yep,
Okay.
goal list, we're here every week.
Brilliant.
As I said, structure will change slightly from next week because of the arrangement with BHLive.
Okay. Cool. Excellent.
Or just find me on Instagram
Okay.
or on Facebook.
Brilliant. Excellent. Steve, thanks so much. I think these sessions are brilliant that you put on here, and it's a great place to kind of bring the camera and kind of so that people can actually see what goes on. I mean, it's a friendly atmosphere. I think it's fantastic. So good luck with the group, and I hope it keeps going well over the winter.
Cheers.
How are you finding this session today?
As always, hard but fun.
Hard but fun. How was that, Ross?
Good.
You love it?
Yeah, love it. That's really good.
The hacker helped.
No.
Go on, B.
Go on, all the way. Big on.
So that's it. We're done. The session's finished. 20 by 200. I'd like to say I did them all, but I didn't. I actually managed to use the camera, not as an excuse. There's no way I would have finished that session anyway today, but as you've seen now for yourselves, Steve runs a fantastic group here. If you want to find out more, follow the Portsmouth Running Group on Facebook, or get in touch with Steve Bullock on Strava or Instagram or Facebook.